Hey guys, this is a guide on how to do the clones special mission on Zeffo. It's reasonably straightforward once you understand certainly the mechanics around stunning your enemies and the effect that the event modifiers have. You do need to remod, unless you've got super modded clones already, but I don't. Prefer not to mod them normally. As the mods, you need a reasonably good speed on Rex is important, but as you'll see, there's a couple of other key things. So best way is just to get into the run. So I've left my Captain Rex basically as he is. He's 328 and he's got about 90% potency. I wasn't going to do anything with Arc, but at the last minute I pretty much decided I'll chuck my Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker mods on him when I eventually find them. You can do better than this. This is just the lazy way of doing it, just checking a character's mods. He does have a crit damage triangle, which you don't really want with Arc Trooper because the turret won't crit. So if you find you're not quite getting the damage or you need a bit more help, that's one way you could go. I left fives alone. Sorry, I went over that really fast. He's about 240 speed and 100 odd k of each health and protection. All my clones are R7. I believe. He says, did I actually get around to R8 on Arc? So I've put, that's really important there. I'm just going to pause. Sorry. I will rewind that just a little bit. It's a bit too quick. I put my Dr. Aphra mods, which are pretty good mods. It's a potency set, but it is fast, to get Echo over 100% potency, and you'll see why him getting stuns is really important. You may or may not be able to achieve this with 6 potency mods. The most important thing is to get that potency up. If he's a bit slower, it's okay. Rex will feed him a turn at the start. We do go for the Bolt and Braces stun in this run, where we multi-stun characters. You do need to make sure you've got everything there. I think that was everybody in terms of mods. Forget the order I place them in. You can put them in any order you want. Best practice is 5s last and Captain Rex second to last, but it doesn't really matter. Right, so the main thing with these guys is you can't kill them unless they're stunned, and as you'll see at the end of wave 1, we are going to exploit that. We are going to exploit it because the most important part of this event is the actual event modifier. I call them the boons. You'll see what they do, but when you get 3 stacks on one character, that character will stun, and as you need to stun to kill, that's pretty important, but more easily, as you'll see in the second wave, and I could have done it at the end of the first wave. Once you've got 3 stacks in everyone, the next time you put it on a character, and I'm wiggling up 5s because he is the one you want to put it on, because he gains mastery when they've got one of these event specials put on them. Every time someone else uses a special, he gains mastery. His mastery is going to be the health and protection that feeds the other characters. So that's really important, but once you put the 4th one on, they all get 3, which means every time they do something, they stun, so it's kind of easy mode. Anyway, moving through the run, the start is... There is the RNG possibility of this guy, whatever he is doing to poor Arc Trooper, one-shotting 5s if your 5s isn't quite up to snuff. It happens, but generally speaking, he will do a basic on someone else, and if you look at the turn meter, he is a lot faster than everyone else. You saw my 320 odd Rex with all the clone bonuses. He's still not fast enough to outrun this guy. I don't think you can, but he's got more turn meter than these two, and that's why you want speed on Rex, because his first move, now it's tempted to go straight to the event buff, and I do long click on it. Oh, do I get around to it? No. What I'm looking at here is the turn order. These two guys are going to get turns before I get to mass stun. I get a single stun out of Rex, but more importantly, I want him to put tenacity down. So I'm going to use form up. Remember, you're not playing gas here, so you're not saving it for a topple. Common mistake. So now that they're formed up, you see they've all got good turn meter, and more importantly, this guy gets to go. Now, his 3rd special is absolutely critical because it provides tenacity down. Now, I know you're thinking, hold on, we just modded for potency. I don't know what these guys have got, but without tenacity down, even with high potency, sometimes they don't get stunned. This is the bolt and braces guide. If you've seen some of my others, you know how it works. We're trying to mitigate bad RNG, we're trying to mitigate the O-butt. So you can probably get, you're probably saying I can get away without doing this. Yes you can, but you do it this way and you're much more likely to succeed when the RNG goes against you. So there we go. We got tenacity down on all of them. That was 90% potency on him. Now his next turn, you've got a bit of a choice here. I could have used the event special. I chose to go for a stun, and the reason I chose is we've got one stun, now we're going to end up with two stuns. I'm looking at the turn order. Echo is definitely going next. Now they've all got tenacity down. It's very, very unlikely that you'll miss the stun, but you do not want this guy taking a turn before you're ready. So there we go, they're all stunned. He's got low turn meter, they're going to take their turn, and obviously they're stunned so they'll miss their turn. And now we've got the ability to start getting that event special out. I'm going to hopefully I'll go back to that. Yep, I'm going to pause on here. The most important thing down here, and I do sort of circle it, is the first one is okay. You know, the boon of, what is it? How do you say that? Mictril. The boon of Elam is the first one. It's 10% mastery each time Nala uses a special ability. That's very, very handy, obviously, for, as I said, boosting up your fives. Boon of Mictril, which is the second one. Every time they have every non-unique buff they have, they give it to everyone else. Yeah, that's what it says. Gosh, got tongue-tied. And the third one, which is where we really, really want to get to on fives, is at the start of the unit's turn, stun all enemy units that are below 10% health for one turn. So basically what that means is, yeah, you're not going to stun them when they're like this, but you'll see that you can't kill them until they're stunned. But when you've got this on with fives, you use that ability on someone else, get them down to low, he stuns them, they die. Very, very easy, but more importantly, you've got a lot of control there. So I'll keep the run going now. So now that we've got them stunned and reasonably controlled, for now, the objective is to try and get this going as fast as you can, and you're putting it on fives. So there we go, you see he's now got one. Turret onto fives. Again, now, could have hit anyone now. You see they're out of turn. They've actually got a lot of turn meter, and this guy's probably going to go. So you could have, I should have probably targeted him with Rex to try and get some turn meter reduction, but generally once they've got to this point, you're pretty much okay. Rex is getting mastery now, so sorry, Rex fives. Don't make him taunt. You do want the sacrifice if things go wrong. 4 of them can win quite happily. In fact, 3 of them can win quite happily. He went for Rex. You see, he didn't actually do a hell of a lot of damage. This guy is a different story. He did do a reasonable amount of damage. Praying to the feet of Rex, of fives. Did it again. Again, just keep hitting them. Back into the cycle now. So we're back to the loop. So we're going to do this for tenacity down. We're going to stun them all. We're going to put the turret back onto Rex. You can see we're in a cycle now. We're in a good control cycle. Yeah, we've lost some health and protection here. Now, here, don't just go for the kill. You want, look at the turn order. These 3 guys, yes, they're stunned, but still, if you use full MARP, you're going to get tenacity up for a start, which is I forgot to mention earlier, is quite important. But you are going to get turn meter on all of these guys, which means you can actually probably kill this fella and one of the others with the aerial advantage. So now here they're all stunned. We just talked about what we're doing. We've got good turn meter. They're not going to take turns anytime soon. If you restun them when they're stunned, it doesn't actually count. You can't stun them twice. It doesn't accumulate, so no point using the middle. Just work one down. Now you see he's stunned, so he's available for death, and he dies. Okay, pretty straightforward. You can actually kill this middle guy. You do not need to wait, unlike one of the other missions where you have to kill the sides first. So you'll see I aerial advantage him. and you know, good luck surviving $2 million of damage. That is 100% related to this event modifier, because he has just built up his mastery. Don't ask me how that works, but it does. Okay, so we're going to put 2 on. Now he's got 2. Now here's where the winning and losing of wave number 2 comes into it. Wave 2 is not that hard, but you can sure as hell make it easy. And what we're going to do, we're actually going to stall. We're going to control this guy by getting him down. Same cycle. You can't even see the icons, but I bring it up. He has got tenacity down. Keep him under control. Stun him. Just keep working him down. But we're not going to kill him. We're not going to kill him. So we really, really want him not to die and stun. He can only die when he's stunned. So hopefully, I got really close there. I got really close to 75%. I want that 3rd stack. I want the 3rd stack. Alright. So this is, I probably did a bit much damage here. This is one of the reasons why actually leaving Arc Trooper with slightly less damage is actually not a bad thing. As I say, I put my JKL mods on him. Probably should have left them alone. You're not doing a heck of a lot of damage, but he is in red. I mean, you could argue it's perfect, but I'd probably argue it's too close. But see, he ain't dying because he's stunned. He's not stunned. 85%. Look at all my guys about to go. Use this thing on the right here for your advantage. Look at him. See, I'm doing a lot of damage, but he's not dying. I think that must be 10% health because he never actually goes below it. Okay, so there we go. I'm just going to rewind that just a touch. 3rd stack comes on. Goes on to my mate 5s. He's now got all 3 stacks, which means for the next wave, there we go. So he's getting mastery. He's granting buffs. But now, every time someone's below 10% when they use his basic, okay, see, massive damage, and if the target unit is stunned, and stuns. So, stun all enemy units below 10% health, and then basically kill them. So that's an I win button. Once you got that 3rd stack, and as I mentioned earlier, if you wanted to, you can just keep stalling and get another one, and all 4 of them, on the 4th time you put it on 5s, they all get that. But you don't need it. So, you know, play with your food at your peril. So here we go. Good turn meter. These things are pretty annoying, but not that threatening. Just remember, Captain Rex can die pretty easy here. So again, we're not waiting for gas to get up because he's not here. So we'll form up. Form up is all about turn meter. They're going to have 2 turns. You know, if it was all my guys going first, I wouldn't form up, but no, I'm going to form up here. I'm going to get ahead of the curve. Remember, aerial advantage is based on the number of turns that your clones take, but it's affected by the mastery. So these guys aren't droids. You don't need to stun them to kill them. Could be wrong on that actually, but anyway, it doesn't matter. No, I'm about to prove it doesn't matter because this guy dies straight away. Boom, and you've pretty much won from there. Now I just go through the motions, I think, mash a few buttons. I do actually get to 4 stacks here. Use Arc Special every time you can because it feeds mastery. 5s is getting mastery when anyone uses. Here we go, 4th. See, he's got 3. I'm using the 4th. These guys don't have it. I put it back on 5s again, and boom, now they've all got it. Watch this. First attack. See if I can. Only did 20k damage, but very soon, if I can pick it up, when they get down to below 10% health, I think that was it there. Yeah, you see it very carefully. If you look carefully, you'll see 999. There it is. That's the massive damage coming in, and she's gone. 999. There it is at the end, and that's it. So, in summary, it's all about control. at the start, making sure you get the 3 stuns, using that event ability, get to the end with this guy, play with your food a little bit with him. Don't, ideally, I think it was about here I threw the grenade, probably shouldn't have. Yeah, it was nice for control, but you saw I did get very close to killing him. Situational. If these guys are looking pretty healthy. He's had that 1 stack for quite a while. He's built up lots of Fives has built up lots of mastery. He's looking healthy and beefy. They're all looking good. I probably didn't need to stun him. I could take a shot from the guy. Remember, he's not the middle one. The middle one is the one you want to kill as soon as you get a chance. You don't have to wait to kill the sides, unlike the I think it's the CLS mission. Oh, sorry, the other mission, normal mission. Anyway, when you get to this point, you try not to kill him. You just, if you do kill him, by the way, it's not too bad. You just gotta go through the motions again with those 2 Jedi Guardians until you get your 3rd stack. And even then you can kill those guys with that 3rd stack. It just makes it so much easier. Anyway guys, that's about it. Just a quick recap on the mods. Rex, I left him alone. Fast, bit of potency, Captain Rex that is. Arc Trooper, I ended up putting JKL mods on just for damage, not particularly necessary. Fives I left alone. There you go, 106 protection. And then Mara Jade's mods went on Echo, which is probably the most important bit of modding. That's it. Okay guys, for the record I won. Good luck and happy hunting.